Now 900 Ellsworth Street is where he's going, and he's making good time. And at 800 Ellsworth Street, with those con routines still blaring, he's shot. Point blank. An ambush that leaves a single bullet in his neck. His wallet is untouched. The only thing that is missing is the iPod. Bo Zabel of Austin, Minnesota, has just become the 139th victim of the year in a city quickly referring to itself as Killadelphia. Yo, the great genius returns home. Hey, well, your mom showed us this. We're all really proud. We are all very, very proud. Except me. I can give it goddamn more money. Look, come here. Let's talk. Look, Sean, you don't want to do this. Now, you want to be a writer? That's fine. We're okay with that. Move up to Nova Scotia. You and your girlfriend write some children's books. Have a nice life. And this, I mean, I'm working long for yeah, that was good, man. Like some mornings, you know, I'll wake up, right, and I'll wash my face, and I'll realize that I do this at the same time every single day. I eat at the same time. I brush my teeth at the same time every day. I'm like, am I always going to be doing this, you know? Getting up at the same time, doing all this at the same time? I mean, is that my life? Dude, I mean, seriously. Is that my life? I'm a fan of the HBO series The Wire. And I remember the promos for last season. They said, crime is up, drug dealers are running rampant, and a mayoral election is of the utmost importance to the people of Baltimore. And then it said, a new day typed across the screen, stopped for a second, then continued, is not dawn. I immediately thought of Philadelphia. Well, this one I did, right? Back in the day when we were doing it the old way. And my dad saw it. Cried. I know. I was so proud. And there's another, man. My mom, before she passed away, she painted a little bush on a mural down at St. Anne's Church. I mean, that means something. I get out of here, I'm going to bring my nephew and niece to see that immediately. Better believe me. And other guys are probably not going to say the same thing, but you know, I think it's part of the punishment. I really do. I think it has to be. You know, it's all choices, right? I mean, everything in here, everything out there has got to be, do you make good choices or do you make bad choices? And do you get the opportunity to? Because if you don't, I mean, how does anybody know the type of person that you are now? Listen, people, personal responsibility. You do something, you own up, listeners, you pay, you account for it. I'm going to tell you this because there are too many excuses. Now, liberals are going to come out here and they're going to try and call this something else. They're going to call this socioeconomics. They're going to call this poverty instead of crime. See, that's what freedom means to these people. It means no responsibility. It means no consequences for anything. It's just doing whatever feels good. You get written up. You get written up for something stupid, you know, like you want to get up in a line for call. You want to go to the food hall. And then you get a month in the hole, another 2 months, 3 months, then you have another year. And you look at that and you're like, man, shit. I mean, how horrible is your life outside of here that it's better off in prison? Right. How did you end up getting involved in corrections? Honestly. My parents brought me here and dropped me off. No, I was like, Ma, shit, I'll wash the dishes, okay? But no, I mean, this town, there's no jobs. I was living at home. This place got built, and my parents brought me down. I filled out a couple of papers, and, you know, the next thing I know, I'm a CEO. But you get to know some of them, and, you know, like, I'll be honest. Some of these guys actually came up for parole. I go to bat for some of them, but no doubt. But I mean, it's others, I mean, fuck that. There's no way in hell. But some, sure. I mean, they came in so young, right? You got like Rico, right? He came in 16 years old. Oh yeah, he was 19. You got Bobby was 15 years old when he came in. It's like, you need help. But God, thank God you finally showed up, man. So you still didn't answer my question, you know? I'm asking you, how deep is your play gonna go? And look, this whole place is a suppression camp. I ain't even fucking talking about prison. I'm talking about everything. You know, there's two words one you live in, and there's a world I live in. And everyone's happy while that shit stays separate, right? But eventually, it crisscross. They collide. And that's when some bad shit happens. And that's when we get some real nice boys like you in here trying to help.